Okay, hello everyone. This is week one of the Great Lakes Eastern Conference for League of Legends. We are into our first pick and ban that we will get into now. Trine is on the blue side with Grace College on the red side. Right now from Trine, we've got three bans towards the bot lane, definitely targeting out um, Big Mike and Green Zoro. And then on the flip side, we've just got some good solid top lane picks and some flex picks banned out. From Trine, they're going to go ahead and first pick the Nunu. That should be their jungle pick. Some solid engage. And we're going to have the Ashe Thresh return from Grace College. Just a very safe bot lane. That Hawkshot can give great jungle vision to try and track that Nunu. And Thresh is going to provide a lot of safety to that Ashe. We're going to see what Trine go ahead and pick up here. I would expect some sort of a AD carry or some sort of a bot lane pick to be picked up here. That looks like it is going to be the Caitlyn picked up. We'll see what the pairing is. It is going to be the Morgana. That is a very, very solid lane into the Thresh. The Dark Shield, a great answer into Thresh's hook. And it looks like we're going to have the Volibear picked up as the answer into the Nunu. So we're looking at solo lane bans here. There's the Vlad ban, targeting out the mid laner for Trine. I would expect some more. There's a top lane ban. Will they keep trying to ban out the mid laner, or will they try and throw a top lane ban here from Grace? Grace College taking their time on this ban, trying to think of just what Trine would want to pick here. As time's ticking down, we're going to go ahead and see a no ban from Grace. It seems like they missed that opportunity. We will see if Trine can take advantage of that. I would expect some sort of a mid lane ban here, unless they really want to try and ban out the top laner. They're trying to ban out the top laner, maybe something like a Renekton ban or an Urgot ban. Nope, they'll actually ban out the mid laner with the Victor. So Grace College, who will they take here? Will they take a mid laner or will they take a top laner? The Galio hover, it will be the Galio picked up for Grace College. What will Trine now take in return? They've got solid team fighting, solid engage. It looks like they're going to go more down the team fighting route with the Orianna into the Galio. And then what will their top lane pick be? I'm expecting something a little more tanky. I know their top laner has played a lot of Mordekaiser, maybe some Urgot, but it should definitely be some sort of fighter top lane. We'll see what Trine goes ahead and picks up though. It is going to be the Urgot. So, Trine going in for a lot of team fighting. The Orianna ball on top of Nunu as she goes in. Urgot able to fire the Fear Beyond Death into the team fights to try and pick out targets. What will Grace pick up in response into an Urgot? It's going to be the Renekton. So Renekton will have to see if he can get anything done in the early game. But again, it's really solid team fighting by Trine. And there's a lot of pick potential on the side of Grace. The Galio being able to go out to the side lane to help out the Renekton. The Volibear able to a lot of dive potential as well. So we'll see if Trine can utilize their team fighting advantage, and we'll see if Grace College can try and use the side lane or try and make picks and dives happen in the early to mid game to get an advantage. So we'll be going into game. There will be a spectator delay, so I will be back once we are in game.
There's always another wave. You would love to break in the void.
People fear what they cannot understand.
My list just got longer. You don't have to hunt this. I'm absolutely livid.
So we're just loading into the game. There is a slight issue with the client, and the players are currently selecting their champions, and then we'll have about 3 minutes of spectator delay. So we will be getting into this fairly shortly. And yeah, so it should be about 3 or 4 more minutes until we're in game. on to Summoner's Rift. Okay, Grace College all moving topside. Looks like they're gonna try and find some sort of a
Welcome to
cheese here.
Summoner's Rift.
We'll have to see what they actually end up doing. We have
30 seconds until
pretty
minions
standard start by
spawn.
Trine. We're gonna have to see what Grace College could do here. Looks like they're gonna try and find some sort of a catch on to Nunu. Nunu did play some word though, so it will be hard enough to figure out to catch anybody out. So this should be spotted by Trine. We are gonna see the cold
Minions have
start by
spawned.
Urgot. So giving the idea that he's gonna be trying to scale up in this lane and as opposed to trying to just beat Renekton in the 1v1. Grace is just gonna turn around and reset. Their bot lane though is very late to reset. The AD carry is just now resetting. She's going to lose some XP. That seems like it was a fairly big mistake. Stuffing in each other red. Oliver gonna start on the top side. Urgot looking for potential cheese here at level 1. Oliver gonna look like looks like he's gonna look for a level 2 gank. Nunu is also headed to the top side. Ooh, Volibear gonna look for the invade level 2. Urgot does have the prio to rotate though. Volibear is gonna force Nunu back. Let's see some trading here on the bot side. We are gonna see some fighting up here. Nunu gets the smite. Volibear has wasted all this time. Ooh, Volibear looks like he might have to flash out the Orianna right here. Looks like that's gonna be first blood for the Orianna. Dahlia now out of position as well. That is another kill over to Trine. Kill on the Urgot, kill onto the Orianna. Dahlia is gonna have to TP back to this mid lane. Caitlyn Morgana already have the shove here with a decent CS lead. Dahlia instead is just gonna walk back to lane. But we're already trying with a 1.5k gold lead at 3 minutes thanks to a kill on Urgot and a kill on Orianna due to an aggressive invade by Volibear, who still has only taken a single camp. Caitlyn just getting some good poke down here in this lane. Renekton gonna pick up this big wave as Urgot should look to reset. He will take the reset. Galio shoving in the mid lane. Volibear will be spotted out on the bot side, so Nunu can go take this scuttle on the top side for free. So it will be a trade of the scuttles, even though Nunu is a level ahead and several camps ahead of Volibear at this point. Ashe already has a 10 CS advantage in the bot lane. This is going to be a very hard lane for the Ashe and Thresh to play out, given the matchup. Nunu to go ahead and take Volibear's Raptors. It's going to set him behind even more than he already was. Renekton, even with the big wave, being forced back by this Urgot. This does seem to be a very large wave, and it's going to be a gank onto Renekton. Dashes his way out. There's the flash. Flash forced out. Great gank by Renekton. Of course, Renekton puts him in more safe. Good in the game in the bot side. Nice. Out. Shield. Oh, there's a TP. Orianna's TPing. No one killed just yet. It's a level 5 Orianna. Oh, and a follow TP by Galio. That's double flash. That's Thresh flash for Orianna flash. It looks like Orianna's blown both of her summoners. Thresh has blown both of her summoners. That looks like Caitlin's heals. That seems to be about it. Renekton getting the first out of this. So he's the first for Grace an Ocean Dragon second, so that means it's either going to get a Cloud Soul or a Mountain Soul. Both of which, the Mountain Soul would be great for both teams. We'll have to see. It's now a 1.6k gold lead, so the gold lead is staying pretty close to the same. We've got the tier finish on Orianna with a Kindle Gem for Galio. Valver still hasn't backed yet. Neither has Renekton or Caitlyn. We'll have to see what they pick up in their first backs, having been out on the map so long. We should just see some farming. Valver should try and look for a trade. Next is a good trade. Urgot gonna answer back very well. Will we see the Fear Beyond Death? Yes, we will. Great Fear Beyond Death by Barrel Rider, and that is the kill by Urgot. That is a massive kill with that giant wave. Renekton's going to have to TP back to pick that up. That's now 2 kills on the Urgot. He's going to get some grip plates. Renekton will TP to pick up that wave, but Urgot is in a great position to carry this game now. Nunu is going to be spotted out by Control Ward on the top side as Volibear looks to reset. Galio just picking up this wave in the mid lane. He's yet to hit level 6, so Orianna does have the XP advantage on him. Nunu looking to invade topside jungle. She doesn't realize that she is very easy to be flanked right now, but there's no vision, so won't be spotted out. Galio has hit level 6, so the heroic entrance is available for Grace to use. Valver is head to the bot side. With these control wards on the bot side, you see on the Pixel Brush and in the brush right above bot lane. They should be looking to the bot side. Should be top side, but a great dash by Renekton will get him out. He will be rooted, but he will be fine. The Thresh hits the but Black Shield will come out. Some good trading here. Caitlyn, Galio, and Volibear are in the area, but they just can't get anything done. Cooldowns have been used, and that's about all it is. Volibear will clear some vision. Should look to invade. Renekton getting bullied out by this Urgot. Urgot just winning this match. Massive wave here on the bot side for Caitlyn to pick up. Aggression Ash and try and bully her out. Even though Caitlyn is 10 CS up, even with this wave. You see Nunu and Volibear going back into their own jungle. This point is a 2.3k, 2.5k gold lead for Trine. This is a large gold lead. Team fighting is going to be extremely hard for Grace if they can't find some picks and even up this goal. Ashe right now, 15 CS behind the Caitlyn. Galio, 10 CS behind the 10 and 15 CS behind Nunu's Volibear, and 20 CS advantage. So all of the lanes are losing right now. Nunu going for it. Volibear Ashe up. That is going to be a kill. Thresh. Rogue can Morgana get the kill? Morgana will get the kill on turn. Galio gets the kill in return. So it's a 2-for-1 in favor of Trine as Caitlyn looks to try to score down this Galio. That was not worth for Grace. Ashe will finish her Bilgewater Compass, but Caitlyn already has so we'll have to see about 20 CS advantage for Caitlyn. You're going to have to see what Grace can do, what picks they can have to try and get back into this game. Because Urgot will go ahead and take the tower shot. He's now 26 CS, 27 CS up on this Renekton. Trying to find Black Shield. Urgot go for the Fear Beyond Death. Yes, it looks like he did, but it looks like he missed. So Renekton will be able to live away from this. As Urgot will look to shove in another wave. It's now a 4k gold advantage for Trine. I keep saying it because every time I do, it goes up by another 1,000 or 2. Now looking at this top lane, it is a 40 CS advantage. 2 kills. Finish up the stack for a simple Vamp Scepter and Boots on the side of Renekton. This is a full item advantage. Good job. 2 kills, 40 CS advantage. As there's a trick on the bot side, Fresh is in danger. Morgana will throw out the pool, will not find the kill. Green Dora is going to have to back here. Now look at this bot lane again. It's 20 CS advantage. Thresh is going to stay around. He is going to try and heal up as best he can. He is extremely low. Earlier while I was talking, Trine did manage to pick up the Ocean Drake, and it will in fact be as there's a gang of connected in a world of trouble. He's trying to hunt it out, but he won't be able to do anything. Nunu is now 2-0 in the lead. She is very far ahead of this Volibear, and this team fight comp is just going to let run away with this game unless Grace can find some difference. It's now a 5k gold lead, 6 kills to 1. The Grace are very far behind and are going to have to find some way to fight. Shockwave for Orianna. Will she be able to get the kill? Flash off of Galio. Stormblast flashes in return, and that is another kill on the Orianna. Now 2-0. Morgana will get the kill. Ashe in a world of trouble. They've been going under the tower. Morgana almost dying to the turret shot. There's the kill for the Caitlyn. Now 1-0 and 2. 30 CS advantage, kill advantage. Morgana being 2-1-2. Spot lane, she's wrecking it. It looks like Urgot will manage to get the first turret of the game. The Rift Killer is also making this looks like it's a defense. Yeah, Urgot will take the first tower. This will be the mid lane tower. Also, 12 gold funneled onto this area. Grace just need to slow this game down. They need Renekton to get to 1 or 2 items. They need Galio to get to 1 or 2 items. They need Ashe to try and get Blade of the Rune King done and a Runaan's Hurricane done. And even an Infinity Edge done before they can really contest this game. Just looking at the itemization, it's the Black Clear for Urgot. Cinder Hulk finish for Nunu. The Archangel's Embrace working onto the Seraph's Embrace for Orion already finished. Storm Razor for the mid lane. Orion, beautiful shockwave, is going to get out. And that Grace aren't able to find a pick. It is the kind of stuff you need to be looking for. But they weren't able to convert due to a great shockwave by Orianna. Well, as I was saying, the Galio with the Proto Belt, major items like Cinder Hulk and Buzzard is he has to run out as Urgot shows up in the mid lane. Renekton just trying to clear out the top side. Volibear and Galio trying desperately to try and clear out these get farm and so Urgot will find Renekton with a 2-level advantage in the top lane, a level advantage in the jungle, a level advantage in mid, a level advantage in AD carry. Grace College need to slow the pace of this game down. They need to scale. That's going to be the best way to try and get back into this game, is finding picks and scaling. But right now, it looks like Trine has just been able to find good, solid engages and just win out in the 1v1s and the 2v2 fights. Urgot is going to shove the wave in on top side. We've got 40 seconds until the Cloud Drake comes up, so that we should expect trying to rotate into that. We'll have to see if Grace try and respond to it, or if they just go we can't fight this scale, and if they'll just try and wait another 5 minutes to get items finished. Primarily the Blade of the Ruined King on Ash done. But as I say that, Volibear and Galio do move into the bot side river. Renekton is roaming down, so it looks like Grace want to try and fight this. Despite their item deficits, despite their level deficits. So we'll have to see. This might be a very big mistake. This might just be the nail in the coffin. They try and fight this. It is. That might just be the end of the game. Urgot shoving in the mid wave. Grace might try and find a pick onto the Urgot here. There is some. Renekton is going to go into ult. Urgot is going to try to Ash arrows. That is top. Now, Urgot damage. 4v1. Will come down on the Volibear, but it will be traded for the Cloud Drake.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
That is so. Next Drake, if try and get it, will be Soul Point, and that will be something that Grace will need to try and look to at least contest. Cloud Drake isn't the most important Drake. It is something that Grace
Red
can
team's turret has been
give
destroyed.
up if they're trading it for objective on the other side of the map. That is something that Grace can look to do. If Trine are taking the dragon, go take the top tier towers. Go take mid tier 1. Go take top tier 1. At this point, you don't really get to make a ton of proactive plays unless Trine is making mistakes. Being able to take trades against it. If you can take that Drake, we'll take the tower. We'll get this turn. But it's hard when you have the amount of engage that a new can provide, that an Oriana wall can provide. As we now look at items coming across, Urgot, 2 items completed. Nunu, 2 items completed. The Archangel Staff of Oriana still working on upgrading, but she's on an item and a half. Caitlyn's on an item and a half. As we look over, Renekton still hasn't finished an item. He's had to go into a Bramble Vest to try and counter all of Urgot's healing. Volibear is still on 1 item. Galio is still 1 item. Ash has finally completed the Blade of the Ruined King, but she is still very far behind Caitlyn in damage. As we now look, it looks like there's going to be a play. The play is now mid lane. Trying to move up to the top side as Urgot shows it to the bot tier 1, tier 2 tower, and is looking for the flank. Will try and look for this engage. Grace do manage to back up to the tier 2 and but they will just get themselves out of it. Seraph's Embrace has now been completed for the Oriana. She will be just that much harder to try and fight. Try to burst down in a team fight. Urgot is doing good work with this tier 2. Might be able to get this tower by the time the other members with the mission he's created are able to take the Rift Barrel. Volibear trying to come in to reach the position. Another good pick. This time it was on to Ash. It was traded for the Rift Barrel. So these are the kind of trades that I was saying Grace is trying to look to make. So we'll see now. Can they hold the push? Volibear is going to take the blue buff, but Trine should be looking with 4 mid and a Rift Barrel. Off of a 4-man Oriana, the road management and the Ash managed to find kills. Grace might have found their way back to the game. They can team fight like that. Try and overforce with the man disadvantage, and Grace capitalize and get 2 kills in that team fight. It's still an 8,000 gold lead for Trine, and their itemization is still very far behind, but winning that team fight helped buy Grace a bit more time to get to those items. On the other side though, we now look at the Oriana with the Seraphs and a Void Staff completed. But Ash is working on her 2nd item. Looks like she's going to be going into Runan's Hurricane as Galio is almost at his 2nd item. Volibear has seconds. So this should be the fight. This should be something that Trine will definitely look to take, as we see Bilgewater Cutlass in on the Renekton. As Grace look to just clear vision. There is a wave crashing topside. As Galio will clear out the bot lane. 30 seconds until this dragon. Grace is going to try and look for Cryo in the mid lane. The Trine will just answer back and shove that back out. Nunu looking for the engage. Hit the greatest snowball ever onto the Ashe, but she will just be answered right away. Renekton is playing topside. He does have TP, but all 5 members of Trine are in the Grace topside jungle. Urgot looking for the that is a fine. That is a quick kill onto the Morgana. Onto the Thresh. A great bind by Morgana as Nunu will drop the Herald and drop the buff. But Grace College forced to disengage. That would put Trine at so we'll have to see what Grace can do. As Grace looked to stop the Herald charge. It looks like it will get the charge off though, as Renekton was able to shove a wave into the topside tower. It is still about an 8,000 gold lead, and we'll have to see if Grace can win any more fights to try and come back into this game. Kind of resets start coming in, items get picked up, waves just get cleared out. It's going to be a very early Baron call. This is a very quick call. I'm not having a reason for items, but it will be hot-shotted, it will be caught out. And Grace can get into the right area to respond. Vision of it. There's a TP by Galio. Trine will just back off. Looks like they were just trying to force out and catch Grace napping, but it doesn't look like they were able to do that. It looks like Trine will now take their backs. Grace will take this opportunity to shove into the middle tower. Trine, they don't take their backs, they instead. Okay, now they go ahead and take their backs. As Grace College takes their time to take vision of the Baron. Let's see what items get picked up now. Okay, so on the top side, we still have 2 items for the Urgot, as he has actually picked up Bramble Vest and double cloth armor. That as opposed to the Bilgewater Cutlass over for the Renekton. It looks like we are going to see a Gargoyle Stone Plate come out 3rd item for the Nunu, as Volver looks like he is going to be going for the Adaptive Helm 2nd. Oriana now has her 2.5 items. She will be looking to go into either the Spellbinder or the Death Cap, as Galio looks like he'll be going into Leon for 2nd. Ashe on the Blade of the Rune King and the Runeance Hurricane, as opposed to the Storm Razor and Infinity Edge for Caitlyn. Caitlyn's headshots are going to do a massive amount of damage with those major damage items built. We'll have to see now. Grace College trying to clear out some vision. As Urgot seems to be taking Grace's bot side jungle. Now it's with Baron up as well. Grace College should just be looking to scale and try and clear waves and not die until that Cloud Drake comes up. It looks like Grace are going to try and make a play onto Urgot in the bot lane. They've brought the Renekton, they've brought the Galio. That's on Urgot. Urgot great game. That is 2 quick kills over to Trine. Trine will now pressure this mid lane turret. 4 members here. Power going down. Urgot managed to take out the Renekton. As now, Trine, will they look for the Herald? rods for the Oriana. The Zeal item for Caitlyn. Grace College is very far behind. Trine University are doing a great job. They are almost all at 3 items. Renekton still hasn't finished his first item. We do see the adaptive helm coming in with 10 seconds on this Cloud Soul. Trine moving in, clearing out the vision, as they should get this uncontested at this point. Grace College looks like they might be trying to find something figured out. They know that. That's the bounce over to Trine. Let's try and move into the bot side. They move 3 bot side. They're doing a 1-1-3. The arrow lands. Renekton's going in. And I don't know. Grace will try to do this. Ash chunked in half just Urgot gets the kill. That's a double kill for the Urgot. Urgot finally is shut down, but what cost? That's a 2-1.
Been destroyed.
2 waves bared up. Trying hard to close on the stage right here. That's the first Nexus turret down. There's so many creeps. I don't know how great it's going to go. Next is down. Second Nexus tower is down. And Trine will take the back in 28 minutes. That was a pretty rough game for the Grace squad. Great win by Trine. We will now move into the second game here shortly, and I will be back when we start that up. So while we have a little bit before draft starts, just to kind of recap that game, actually, as I say that, we are into draft. So, this time we're going to see Grace on the blue side with Trine taking the red side. We're going to see the Orin and the Pike bands coming out. That Pike band is actually towards the mid laner of Grace. For the most part, he is a very solid Pike player. As we see the Syndra, which is a great flex pick for Trine. They play at bot and mid, so it's just a really solid flex pick for them. We also see that band out. We're also going to see the Vladimir band out first round this time. Let's try and go ahead and throw the Nunu ban, despite it playing such a great part into their game 1 victory. We're going to go ahead and see what Grace first pick here. It will be the Caitlyn. So Grace will be taking that Caitlyn away. We're going to have to see what Trine's response is. Will they take the Ashe themselves? What do they want to take into this Caitlyn? I would expect something like an Ashe or a Senna, or a Jen. A Jen is another great pick into Caitlyn. It does the same kind of thoughts of outranging the Caitlyn, which is the same idea as a Senna. And we see an early Orianna, so Stormblast feeling very confident on the Orianna after that game 1 performance. Confident to take that blind, as we are going to see the Lux picked up. So not the Caitlyn Morgana from the first game, and also a Victor. So a lot of range here on this Grace side to try and reach the Jhin and the Orianna in the backline. What we'll try and go with, now seeing what the bot lane pairing is. It looks like they might just go to a Morgana again. So Trine very confident in this Morgana. As Trine will be banning out the Maokai next, as we see the Urgot bans after game 1. After his game 1 performance. We will see the Set ban thrown next towards the top laner, as there are just been several top lane bans thrown out. We're going to see a Sejuani ban as well. So what we'll try and pick blind here. They will pick up the Volibear. So I'm expecting that to go into the jungle. We will see what Grace go and pick in response to that though. So we see the Vi pick up into the Volibear. And what will the top lane pick be? Taking their time. I expect it to be something tanky. Time running out. We're gonna see the Zac. So I'm expecting that to be a Zac top lane, but we'll have to see. What we'll try and respond to this Zac with. I'm expecting some sort of top laner. The Kled. It will be the Kled pick into the Zac. Similarly to game 1, we will be getting into the game shortly after a short spectator break.
My list just got longer.
absolutely livid.
It's okay. We'll play later.
It is all you have.
Hey, never pick a fight you can't win.
I won't be denied.
While we're in spectator delay, I just wanted to see, can you guys hear me better? I've seen some people saying like I'm really quiet, but can you guys hear me? Do I try to need to be a little louder? Twitch chat, can you guys hear me? Am I loud enough, or do I need my volume up a little bit more? Awesome, thank you. And we are back into Summoner's Rift, everybody. Thanks for waiting there. And Trine, you're just gonna go and move into a pretty standard 5-point stance.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Grace College gonna group in some bushes. We're gonna see. So we are seeing the Zac top lane. He will be running the Grasp of Undying. So we'll see. Some wards traded there on the top side. We'll have to see. Trying to see anything noteworthy for Summoner runes. It will be the Predator for the Volibear. So he might look to 3 camp and base. We'll have to see. But we do have Fleet Footwork on both of the 80 carries, Guardian on both of the supports, Phase Rush on both of the mid laners. It looks like Vi will start top side, Volibear will start bot side. We'll see. It looks like the Caitlyn and Lux are going to try and get some cheese here onto the bot lane. Both junglers just getting their leash and moving to their Gromp. Oh, the Cosmic Binding goes wide. Lux is going to chunk to half HP. There's the Ignite out. She has to flash out. Morgana flash follow. Is this going to be a kill? The heal comes out. The Binding misses again. The bind hits. That's going to be first blood for Morgana as Ignite from Lux goes down. Morgana getting chunked, 25% HP, but advantage to the Trine bot lane again. So we're going to have to see Caitlyn now getting bullied out as Morgana gets a good chunk of damage. Kled is trading back well into the Zac, but they both take about the same amount of HP. As Caitlyn has 1 CS. She has 1 CS, 2 just now finally hitting 2, as the Jhin and Morgana will take the look at Cheater Recall and head back to this lane. Jhin just forced to stop his back though. As we see Jhin trying to trade in this lane. Volibear is topside. Zac getting chunked about half HP, but he will grab a blob and be safe. He also pops his potion. You see some trading here in the mid lane as Volibear is going to look to invade on the top side jungle. Kled will land his pull as Volibear is looking for a level 3 gank here on the top side. They are going to try and get this dive, but Zac with his blobs should be fine. Kled forced to dismount here, but Zac is very low on HP. Kled takes a turret shot. The wave will crash as Volibear looks to go mid. As Caitlyn and Lux are trying to shove this wave in on the bot side. Jhin still hasn't been able to back, but he does have some biscuits. As Kled, hiding in the brush, will try and fight back with the Kled. Zac chunked out. Here's Victor, forced to flash away in the mid lane. Can the Orianna? The shield from Victor. The kill goes over to the Orianna. Again, advantage to Trine in these early levels. This is the second game in a row that Trine has been able to get an advantage very early on into the game. As we look topside, Zac has 7 CS to the 24 of Kled. If you look mid lane, it's now a 10 CS advantage in favor of Orianna. A 10 CS advantage for Jhin over the Caitlyn. Trine again with a very large lead early. We'll have to see if Vi can make any ganks happen to try and get Grace back into an even footing and try and get an advantage in any of these lanes. But as we look again, it's a almost 30 CS advantage topside already in 5 minutes. This is a large wave, so if Zac can pick it up, that should help quite a bit, but he's still very far behind. This is a massive wave though. Kled is trying to dive Zac here. He does have the dismount still available to him. But Zac will force the dismount. Zac forced into his bloblets. We'll see if Kled is just going to back or if he's going to try and take advantage of the fact that Zac was forced into his blobs. Vi going for a very early Drake here with the Cryo in bot and in mid. They are going to go for this early Inferno Dragon. As Zac is going to try and clear out the topside wave and get a reset. Kled TP's back to the topside though. That will be Inferno Dragon over to Grace College for the second game in a row. But as we look across the lanes, we see Kendall Gem for the Kled. Lost Chapter already picked up for Orianna as there's an engagement on the bot side of the map. Morgana almost dies, but she does barely slip out with her health. The Dark Binding manages to hit though. Jhin chunked out to half HP, but the Deadly Flourish will find it. Caitlyn chunked, forced to heal again. Heal for heal though in the bot side, Ignite for Ignite. So the Summer Spell trade is pretty equal, but it is a large CS advantage for the Jhin, as we see it engaged here by Kled on the top side. Zac is level 6, but without the bloblets, he's not as confident to step up and be taking these trades. Zac chunked to 25% HP, as Caitlyn here, with maybe a fifth of her HP, even less than that, is still staying. She does need to take a reset. She's too low to be able to stay in this lane, as Victor shoving out. But Volibear is here, so is Vi, so we'll have to see. Volibear does look like he's trying to invade without any prio bot side or mid. This is a risky. Volibear doesn't, I don't think Volibear realizes that Vi is here. Volibear just now spots the Vi out as he peeks it out. Zac just did use his TP topside, so Trine will have a TP advantage here in a bit as Kled does go in. The bear trap on a rope pulls Zac back. Kled is forced to dismount, but it is a 35 CS advantage on the top side. Vi does try to look to gank the Orianna mid, but they aren't able to make anything happen. Grace College trying to stack up away from the bot side as Victor is trying to shove in the mid lane. Kled building up a large wave as he's almost ready to remount Scarl. The Dark Binding goes wide bot side. Vi looking for a gank up here on the Kled, but he did just remount. So Zac is trying to engage here. Can Vi get here in time though? The ultimate out from Zac. Zac Kled forced to flash away. The TP response from Orianna. Great College are out of position now with Volibear here on the rotation. Oh, the blast plant. Volibear insta blast plant. Grace College get away. They're able to escape scot-free. Kled flashed, Orianna TP, and Trine get nothing else out of it. Volibear does have his Predator boots though. He does have the Bomby's Cinder. Kled has almost finished the Black Cleaver though, so Trine are still in a very good spot, mainly in part due to the 35 CS advantage in the top side. Kled has used his ult though. He is going to be going on. The Kled ult will go ahead and follow Zach's jump. Zach is forced to flash out. Kled looking for the kill, but he won't quite be able to find it. Jumped to about a third HP. We do see another engage in bot side. Morgana ult again. Lux goes down. The Morgana ult lands onto Caitlyn. As Caitlyn is trying to get the kill. Caitlyn will get the kill onto Jen as she looks to finish out Morgana for the double kill. Morgana flashes away. There's the ultimate. That is a double kill for the Caitlyn. And there's this way for her to pick up. So that is a great equalization by the Caitlyn and the Lux to 2 for 1, but the 2 kills both go onto the Caitlyn. Jin has yet to get a kill. And as you look now, the CS does seem to like it is evening out. Big Mike with a great play there on the bot side. Zach looking to engage, but he will just come up short. So, looking across at summoner spells, we see the flash still up for Vi, the flash still up for Victor, heal just now coming up for Big Mike. Volibear, Orianna, both still have their flashes and the heal. So the summoner spells are equal across the board right now. As Kled looks to engage onto Zach, chunks him to about half HP, but Zach almost has managed to win the 1v1. He just needs a little bit more damage. He's not able to find it though. Kled will get away. It looks like Zach did back off early there. He might have been able to find that kill if he hadn't backed off early. Now, there was the Rift Herald picked up though by Grace College while I was not paying attention. But we'll see Volibear on the bot side. It looks like Grace College are going to try and collapse onto him, but he will take the blast plant over and he will get away. The Cloud Dragon is up, so we will have one of the more impactful souls this time around as opposed to last game. But it looks like Trine will be starting this up. Grace College is in the area, but it doesn't look like they might contest this. Will Vi go over and try? No. It's burst out too quickly. The ultimate comes out. Volibear almost killed the holy moly. The Lux is just deleted as the Kled engage on the top side. All there is action right now in this game. But Zach looks like he will be able to get away. Bear Trap and a rope will land. But Kled being very, very aggressive here. He will be forced to dismount. No one else is in the area. With multiple control wars on the top side of the map, he will be safe. So a kill for the Gen will help even out, but is now a 20 CS. Should be about a 5 to 10 CS lead after Caitlyn picks up this wave. But bot lane being much more even this time around, despite Lux being there with 3 deaths. Mid lane, the advantage is the Orianna with the extra CS and the kill. She is sitting on the Lost Chapter still. She's been sitting on that for quite some time. So she should be looking to back fairly soon to pick up the Luden's Echo. It's still about well, if Zach can pick up this wave, it should only be about a 30 CS advantage. But Kled still very far ahead of Zach in this matchup. Zach has gotten to his Bomby's Cinder and the Ninja Tabi though, so he should be much better situated in this lane than he was earlier. As we see several backs coming in. Orianna did finish her Luden's Echo. Jin has finished his Storm Razor now. Caitlyn's still working on her first item. Kled still, he should finish his Black Cleaver on this back. We'll see if that is what he's able to do. Nope, we'll instead go for the Tiamat. As we see the Victor TP bot side trying to get a kill on this gen. And that will be a kill for Miller time 10 on the Victor to match the kill from Oriana. So Oriana will shove in this mid wave though. She will potentially be able to get a plate or two off of it. And as we look, right about his plates are about to expire. So Zach is out of position on the top side. Kled is going to ult in with Volibear here. They should be able to get the kill on Zach through his bloblets. He is going to dash away though. Can he get away? The flash from Kled. He will land the bear trap on a rope. Zach's flash is just now coming up, but I think they're going to be able to take the bloblets out, and they will. Yeah, Kled will get the kill onto the Zach. But in return, Grace College picks up 2 plates in the bot side right before they expire. So it does look like Grace College got the better of plates this game. So it is a 2,500 gold lead for Trine, but that's a much closer game than it was last time when it was about a 5,000 gold lead at this time. We are going to see the TP from Zach topside, but the shockwave from Oriana, Victor will be forced to flash away. He will manage to escape, but that was a very close call. Oriana has been getting the better of these matchups, both in the last game and in this game. As we now look, we have about a minute and a half until the Mountain Drake will come up. I do expect both teams to try and contest this. But as we see Volibear topside, he is on vision. Zach should know to be out of this. He is forced to flash away though. The Predator from Volibear doesn't have the bloblets anymore. That's the ultimate from Volibear. That turret is disabled and Zach will be going down. That is another kill to the Kled. He's now 2-0-0 with about a 30 CS advantage over the Zach. Zuluk in the mid lane, about a 20 CS advantage. We're now up to about a 3,000 gold lead for Trine. As is about 50 seconds toward the Mountain Drake. Trine can look to shove out waves, reset, and then go get vision down in the bot side jungle as they prepare for that Drake. Caitlyn has now finished her Stormrazor, so her and Jen are fairly even right now. But we'll just have to see what's going to happen here in the next minute or so. Trine shoving out bot side. They look to invade bot side jungle and clear out vision. They will go ahead and take a reset right before Drake is about to come up. Right now, the Volibear is on the top side of the map, so he does need to start heading bot side if they want to pressure this Drake. As Kled engages again, bear trap on a rope, constantly pulling Zach back as he tries to escape. And we see the rotations towards the dragon. It is now spawned. Kled is going to take the first turret on this top side. Zach will manage to dash his way out of it, but he is chunked to about a 3rd HP, and he is running from Kled right now. Kled does have the TP to join any potential dragon fight. Zach right now is just trying to buy time and to run away. That is the Kled ult coming out. As we do now see Trine trying to move in on this bot side. The binding hits, but a great binding in response. The ultimate will come out from Lux, but Jin will actually get the kill on Vi. Victor responding nicely in the mid lane, chunking Oriana out to about a 3rd HP. But it does look like Trine does have the advantage for this Drake, given that Vi is down. Trine will start the dragon up, and it looks like this should be theirs. No ultimate for Lux to try and get this steal. They will actually back off though, as Victor is moving down. Nope, they will keep it going. Grace College do have vision of it, but the smite is true by the Volibear. Kled does manage to take the tier 2 tower in the top lane. This is now a massive advantage for the Kled in the top side. He has 3 kills, Black Cleaver completed, and a 50 CS advantage over this Zach. We're now looking at about a 6,000 gold lead for Trine. They seem to be very good at snowballing. Now with the top two, with the 2 towers gone in the top side, we do see an engagement on the bot side though. The Volibear flashing in, he's ulting, this turret is going down. Volibear is getting very low though. Can Caitlyn get the kill? No, it's blocked by Jin. But Victor is there to pick up the kill, and that's now 2 kills. So it's a 1 for 2 in favor of Grace as they get the kill onto Volibear and onto the Jin. This Lux though is not having the greatest game. She's just getting absolutely bursted by all of this dive and all of this damage by the Trine bot lane. Morgana is hitting these dark bindings constantly as Caitlyn will look to take the tier 1 tower. So Grace take their first tower of the game. The flash from Morgana. Morgana ults and goes into Zanya's. But Caitlyn, can she get the return kill? She flashed through the binding, and yes, Caitlyn now 4-0-2. Caitlyn and Victor are the only hopes for this Grace squad. They need to step up and carry. That was a very aggressive flash by the Caitlyn and managed to make it look flawless. As you do now see, GLEC potentially caught out here on the top side, but he is very strong. He is almost on 2 items. So they will just back off. Rift Herald is up as the tier 1 tower for Grace will end up falling. And we now see a 5,000 gold lead for Trine. Looking at some itemization and some CS, we now have about a 10 CS advantage for Volibear in the jungle. We're looking at about a 30 CS advantage for the Orianna. A 10 CS advantage down bot side for Jin, but that's balanced out by the fact that Caitlyn has 4 kills. Caitlyn is very fed this game. Zac, Lux, Vi, their job is protect Caitlyn. Let Caitlyn do damage and let her carry this game. But as we see, Orianna is very strong. She just now completed 2 items. She's got the Ludens and the Leandri's Torment done. She's got 200 CS. She is very, very strong right now. It's 2 minutes until the next Mountain Drake is up. And we're just going to see some farming, just pushing out waves. GLEC has rotated this bot side to try and start taking these towers. But if it's anything like what happened on the top side, these towers will go down fairly quickly. So we see 4 members of Grace in the mid lane. It will seem like they want to try and pressure this mid-tier 1 turret before either the Mountain Drake comes up. Herald has now spawned, so we do see the ultimate coming out from Lux, but the wave clear from Trine means they're able to just clear away the wave, and there's no pressure on it. Zac trying to clear the wave, but GLEC is going to get the turret. That's now 3 turrets that GLEC has taken with the Zac right in his face. GLEC does not care about Zac in these while he's taking these turrets. He just wants the turret. He just wants the objective. But he is also going in and fighting. But Victor is here. Oh, the beautiful flash from the Zac will stop the ultimate. GLEC trying to win this 2v1. But Victor will flash forward. He will get the kill. It's now a 3-1-1 Victor. He is also massively strong, getting that shutdown as well as the kill. As we see them both go to reset as the wave is being pushed in top side. The minions just naturally pushing as there's 40 seconds before this next Mountain Drake comes up. This Mountain Drake, Grace College need to contest this because if try and get it uncontested, and we see the shockwave come in. Vi is dead. That should just be the Mountain Dragon given over to Trine. Vi will respawn as the Drake is spawning. So Grace need to stall. If they can stall out for Vi to get there, then they can do something. But Trine, knowing that Grace needs to contest this, they are going to set up sort of a death brush and hope that they can get a pick, which would just mean they get the dragon for free. They aren't going to find it. Well, they go back. Lux is going to spot out the Trine members, but Vi, she has respawned. Grace, they don't seem like they're going to contest it. They're just going to shove out waves. They're going to shove out top. They're going to shove out mid. Trine are now on soul point. 5 minutes. Grace College need to contest that, or else try and get Mountain Soul for free. We now see it's still saying about a 5k gold lead, despite the kill, despite the dragon. We now look. We see Sunfire Cape finished for Zac. We see the Leandries finished for Victor, the Infinity Edge for Caitlyn. On the other side though, Kled is on 2 items. The Dead Man's Plate finish for Volibear. Kled is going to manage to get out, but we see a TP bot side. The ultimate coming out from Kled. Victor is here. They land a stun, but Victor has been chunked to half HP. The dismount will come in, and Vi will get the kill. But pings are on Baron for Trine. They're going to head straight to Baron. They know that Grace is bot, but nope, they are going to back off. They see Grace rotating to mid, and they will just go ahead and back off. But as we look at items, we do see the Dead Man's Plate picked up for the Volibear. A 3-man shockwave by the Orianna. The ultimate coming out from Jhin. Zac is forced into his Bloblets. A great pick right there by Orianna. As Volibear will pick up the kill on Lux, Orianna will pick up a kill onto Zac. And just like that, that's 2 quick kills. Make that 3 quick kills picked up for Trine as Orianna gets the kill onto Victor. Orianna is now 4-0-1. She is now on 2.5 items, and Trine will turn to the Baron. They will most certainly get this, unless Vi can somehow make something happen, but I don't think she is going to try and contest it. They're now sitting at a 7,000 gold lead for Trine, as they continue to just find solid picks and find solid plays and convert them into objectives. The Shockwave already back up for Orianna. She almost one-shots the Caitlyn, able to flash away, able to get away. As Trine will go ahead and pick up the Baron. Looks like they will try and go ahead and reset. We'll see what items get completed here on these bags. We're going to see the Infinity picked up for the Jhin, and the Orianna still not quite enough for the death cap, but she is working her way there. So, Trine, all they have left to do is to take the mid tier 2 turret, the bot lane tier 2 turret, and then in 2 minutes take the Mountain Soul, and they are very, very well situated to go ahead and close this game out. We're going to go ahead and see Kled on the bot side. We're going to see the Zac shadowing the Victor, but they are just going to back off as they see Volibear moving in through the bot side jungle. We're going to see a bit of a 4-1 here as they try to pressure these last standing tier 2 towers. And we're going to see if Trine can close out this game. Oh my. Orianna one-shots the Lux. Zac as he goes in. Orianna gets a double kill. She's now 6-0-1. Morgana almost killed. Chunk to maybe 100 HP. She's actually going to stay around. I figured she'd be forced to back. But that's a quick kill onto the Lux. 0-6 this game. As Kled looks for the engage, he ults it in. Volibear is here. They are trying to get onto the Victor, but Victor is caught between a rock and a hard place. The rest of his team is here though. Morgana is still very low, so she has to be very careful. Stormblessed gets the kill though. The Orianna just taking absolute control of this game. She's now 7-0-1. Morgana is still in very low health as she takes her reset. But all 3 waves pushing into Grace College. Volley and Kled will look to shove this wave in again, but they are overextended. Kled will go ahead and donate a kill over to Big Mike on the Caitlyn. He's now 5-0-3, but this is a 7-0-1 Orianna. She's on 3 items: the Ludens, the Leandries, the Death Cap. Caitlyn has to be very cautious of just getting absolutely one-shot by this Orianna. We now have 15 seconds until the Mountain Drake comes up. Grace College need to find some way to get this Drake. They need some way to win this team fight, or else this game is most likely just over. Grace College do have vision of the Volibear looking for the engage, but Zac is just caught out by the Jhin, forced to flash away, but he will go down. Is now, as Kled also respawns with the teleport, is a 5v4. Grace College need to find some way to win this fight. But with Oriana and Morgana, Lux just gets one shot. Can the GLEC now also running interference? That's the Mountain Soul over to Trine University. Grace College are losing this team fight. This looks like it might be the ace for Trine, and it will be. A double kill for the Jin. Now 6-3 and 7. That is the ace. Oriana's TPing the top lane. It looks like they want to close this game out right now. Trine University. They started out a little bit slow this game, but they came back and they have just absolutely snowballed this game. They've got Mountain Soul, they've got an 11,000 gold lead, a Deathless Oriana, as there's 2 inhibs down. Looks like are they going to try and close it out here, or are they going to reset and try and go through Baron? They will go for the engage. It looks like they want to end this game right now, as the GLEC almost forces the dismount. They will go ahead and back off, but the Victor TPing in. Looks like the Volibear ulting and flashing them, ulting in, trying to go to the Victor. They are trying to win. They are trying to fight back. Grace, despite being so far back, so far behind and down in gold, they are trying to win this game. They want this game to be close. That's already 2 down the side of Grace. They will make it a 2-for-1 by picking off the GLEC, but they are still 12,000 gold behind. Trine still have the Mountain Soul, but Trine will go ahead and take their backs. They will pick up their items as they look to close this game out. We see the rapid fire picked up for both the Caitlyn and the Jhin. It's still 3 items on Oriana. It's now 3 items with the Randuins picked up for GLEC. As we look over to the Grace side, still the Dead Man's Plate just now picked up for Vi. Victor still working on the Lichbane 3rd item. Zach still only on 1 item. Grace College need to try and need to try and stall out this game. That's going to be hard with 2 inhibs down and the itemization that they have right now. So it looks like Trine is going to go ahead and try and pick up the Baron before they close this game out. They want to do this a standard way. They want this to be clean. They don't want to make any big mistakes and throw the game away. So they will go ahead and take Baron. Then they will try and look to close out this game as inhibitors, as super minions do start collapsing on the Grace College base. Grace College, no, they can't contest this Baron, and they just back up and clear waves out. We see the Righteous Glory picked up for the Volibear. Let's try and move into the mid lane. They move GLEC to the bot lane to try and pressure the bot side. As super minions start pushing in on the top side. Trine are going to try and close this game out here. The flash forward from Vi, they get on to the Oriana, but she's got too much. That's a multi-man shockwave, but they get a kill onto Morgana in return. It's a 1-for-1 so far. The ult's in, but that's a double kill for the Oriana. Caitlyn is down. Jhin now gets the kill. It looks like Victor will be going down here. GLEC ends up taking the kill. Lux does end up going down. That's an ace for Trine. And Trine will take the victory 2-0. They will win today's match. Trine just absolutely dominating in all stages of the game. They go ahead and take the win. So, not much else to really say. Grace College just got outclassed today. Their advantages in the bot lane that they had early just weren't able to convert, as the Oriana ended up being too strong and was able to take over. So this is Grace College versus Trine. We will be back next week against Mount Union. So thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you guys next week.